Hello and welcome to all you Aries people out there. This is the first monthly horoscope of January of 2021, the first horoscope of 2021. And precise, concise, not too long videos so that you know where the emphasis is. In general, of course, take what resonates with this horoscope. Now, three things I want to talk about. First of all, your ruler, Mars, finally going into a different sign after 6 months being in your sign, Aries. Then secondly, a bit about the Mercury retrograde at the very end of the month. And third, last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about Lilith, about Uranus and Lilith and Mars together, all in Taurus. And of course, Venus as well. Now let's get started with this Mars in Taurus. So for a long time, you've had Mars in your sign. So for a lot of Aries people, they have started up new things. Although it wasn't easy for them, you had massive amount of time to make some changes, considering your life path, considering even your looks, so to speak, but also definitely things for the future and enthusiasm for that. And now with Mars in your second house for the whole month, it starts around, Mars gets in on the 7th, I think. Is it on the 7th? Yes, on the 7th of January, it comes into Taurus and it forms, and this is interesting, I was talking about this last month as well. It's going to form an aspect, your ruler, which is you, with Uranus and with Lilith around the 20th, 21st of the month. So actually this whole month is very Uranian. And I think you're gonna like it. Why? Because first of all, Uranus energy, which is about speed, which is about daring, which is about breaking free, we will all feel this energy somewhere in our chart. And for you Aries people, it is in your second house of finances and of self-worth. So if you've been having some issues with money, with self-worth, this is about to change by your own doing, because Mars is the planet of doing. And Lilith is there as well. So it's not only Mars and Uranus, it's also with Lilith. Now, when a person in a natal chart has Mars conjunct Uranus, they are daredevils. You know, it's the people who drive the Formula One, who've got these kind of aspects. So be careful as well, because of course finances, don't do crazy stuff, but use it as courage to change your situation in a better way, by working hard, by hustling for the money, by looking for new projects so that you can earn money. So it gives you definitely energy to improve your financial situation. And that's why I'm talking about Venus as well. So Mars is in an earth sign in your second house, and Venus is going to be also in an earth sign. And earth means stability, money as well, in your 10th house, the highest point of your horoscope. So definitely for a lot of Aries people, it's about money and it's about their work in January. Of course, I know lots of people want to hear about love, but this is how the universe is showing the movement of the planets. So with Venus there, making beautiful energy flow towards your second house as well, it's definitely an improvement of work and an improvement of your finances if you work for it, you know. And Mars being in the second house, you will want to work for it. You can be sure of that. It can also be Venus in the 10th house if you want a different job, for instance, that a woman helps you, or a Venusian person helps you out, or you having more charm to present yourself for a new job. So for those of you who are applying for a new job, it's very good energy. With Venus in the 10th house, I mean, that is good. People are gonna perceive you as charming, agreeable, you know. Capricorn is also the sign of competence. So very, very good indeed. And when it comes to this Mercury retrograde, it is at the end of the month. So on the 31st of January, it's totally at the end of the month. You're going to have Mercury in Aquarius going backwards up until, you know, a couple of weeks in February. But what does it mean for you? Because this is the 11th house and it's in Aquarius. This is really good for you. This is not going to be a too tough of a Mercury retrograde, because you are a fire sign and the Mercury retrograde happens in a air sign and in your 11th house. So it's a bit weird, because normally you think in January you have sorted it out with all your goals for the future, but it seems for you, Aries people, that at the end of the month of January you're going to think about your goals for the future. It is, and you're going to rethink about those goals. So that is the flexibility that is demanded from you. And I think you will be fine, because you also have those big planets there, Jupiter and Saturn. Remember, last month they entered into your 11th house. So the house of expansion, but also the house of seriousness and the house of making things happen, so to speak. So it's not only a friend's house or a house of your goals, it's also a very social house. So with Mercury going backwards and forwards, especially when you have your a career of your own, this can mean a lot of communication. So and a lot of clients coming back to you with the Mercury retrograde. Now, as I said, on a love level, that doesn't seem to happen a lot. Of course, it doesn't mean to say that you're not going to feel it. But when you're single, for instance, you could meet someone at work. And other from that, I think you're going to feel a bit better about yourself and not feeling so stressed, because Mars isn't in your sign anymore. So it's not life-changing energy when it comes to relationships for you. So it's a lot about I'm going to make my situation more stable. That is and with Lilith there, Lilith in your second house, this is about, I want to free myself up. I want more financial liberty. I want more freedom. And guess what? You have the ability to do it as well. With those beautiful Mars-Venus combination in the money houses. That is really, really good. So work for it. And I'm sure you're going to do well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.